I'm Nollie.
And I'm Madeline, and this is our dome in Eugene, Oregon.
It's about 30 feet in diameter, and we're going to give you a tour of this tiny home.
By far, everyone's favorite feature about the dome are these really cool porthole windows. When you're inside, not only do they let in a lot of light, but everyone loves watching like the wild turkeys, deer, just wandering through the yard. The dome itself is technically called a monolithic dome, and it is built out of concrete, some foam, and rebar.
The structure itself is put together starting with the balloon you see on the outside. Inside of that they tie rebar, spray some styrofoam, and then put a couple inches of concrete on the whole thing.
Not only do we have the lovely cozy dome to stay in, we also have about 5 acres of really pretty forest. We've got some trails, and in the fall and springtime we have a pond that fills up and a nice little trickling creek as well. Welcome to the inside of our dome. Big concrete bubble. We had a lot of fun putting together this space. All of the little details. Here is actually one of my favorite little corners. I call it the reading and writing desk and area. This chair actually was my mom's growing up. She would read in that chair. And then a lot of what you'll see in here we gathered from thrift stores or estate sales and pieced it together. We have a lot of books here for people to read. Books are really big in our family, and I've always enjoyed reading. And so that is what really influenced the J.R.R. Tolkien Hobbit theme of this entire dome. So another really cool feature about the dome is that we offer all of our guests a complimentary bottle of wine from a local vineyard. We are located only about 10-15 minutes from most of your major wineries in the area, and so that draws a lot of guests from around that want to do wine tasting. And over here we have our little Hobbit menagerie of things. We've got the Lord of the Rings and plenty of the Hobbit copies around the dome just in case you need to pick up some reading material. Another really awesome feature about the dome is that we have an installed track lighting, LED track lighting, where you can change the colors from this little remote here, which is kind of fun. And it's very cool at night. The whole space is set up quite a lot like an open floor plan. Here we have the living room or living area and the nice bright open windows here where you can watch sad turkeys and deer out of. And this futon here folds out into a bed to make space for more guests. Over here we have the dining room and then extra seating right here at the bar for more guests. And that brings us into the kitchen, where we have a pretty full setup actually. We've got the microwave and a fridge and a stove and running water here and plenty of coffee and tea for guests.
The entire structure, as you can see from the inside here, from the floors all the way to the ceiling, is still concrete. This provides a significant amount of thermal mass, so it stays nice and cool in the summer and nice and warm in the winter. Here we have the bathroom. Made some nice tile shower, got a rain head, you got a glass shower stall, custom window made by me. Amazon special with some little custom PVC trim there. And my sister made the recycled barnwood countertops and cabinets. And we got skylight.
Also, beware of the Hobbit.
Where is it? Oh!
We got our running water, and we're also hooked up to sewer. And obviously, well, not obviously, we have our on-grid electric.
And you are now in the bedroom of the dome. It's quite cozy in here. We've got a queen-size bed that fits nicely. But other than that, it's just a nice little quiet space to come to. It's quiet and you don't hear a lot of noise out here in the country. And the light shines really beautifully through these porthole windows that we have over here on the side of the dome. By far, the most frequently asked question I get, or more like statement, is, oh my gosh, I can stand up in the dome. A lot of people get here and are surprised that it's 12 or 13 feet tall in the center of the dome. Of course, there's the shorter sides by the sides of the dome, but really it's quite functional in here. You can walk around. It's not built just for hobbits. So originally this dome was lived in by a person, but there were no walls, there was not really even a kitchen. It was actually just an empty concrete bubble that he put furniture in. The only existing things left that he had when he lived here are actually the toilet and the shower drain and shower head. But we've really built it out to be this place for guests and hobbit home.
Originally, we got this place as my family has been pretty into interesting concrete structures like this and castles and underground domes and such things. So we actually helped the guy build it initially, and when it came up as for sale, we had to jump on it. Being a concrete structure, this will last practically forever. You won't find any bacteria eating the concrete. You won't find any snow getting under any shingles or any of that nonsense. So
fireproof.
It's fireproof, yeah. Waterproof as long as the membrane on the outside stays intact.
It's a pretty sustainable structure, and that's also something that draws us to concrete buildings.
Yeah, in general.
So aside from this being a Hobbit-themed dome, it also makes a really great place for anyone who wants to just come and get out of the city and have a peaceful getaway. As far as long-term plans for the dome, we don't really have any except for to continue improving it and making it a really peaceful and enjoyable place for people to come. Eventually it'd be cool to cover it with some earth and make it more like an underground hobbit home. And I think that it'd be really awesome to build a few more Airbnbs. One thing that really draws people to the dome is the fact that we actually have fiber internet here. So while you are relaxing out in the country, peaceful, you can also stay connected or do remote work from here. And that's really nice. We are also only about a 10-15 minute drive out of town, so you can easily get to all the nearby restaurants and shops. We're also nearby a lot of wineries, so it's a 10-minute drive to King Estates, Sylvan, or Sweet Cheeks, all those really fun places. If you're interested in booking a stay at the Dome, then you can find us on Airbnb, and that link will be in the description, along with our Instagram. You can find us at Dome Airbnb.
And we got air conditioning.
I'm Madeline.
And I'm Nollie.
And thank you so much for touring our dome with us. And also big thanks to A Bus Life Story and Isaac for coming out here. I'm really excited for you guys to get a chance to stay in our dome.
Yeah, come book us on Airbnb.